Transformer activists reconsidering their abrasive approach as public support slips. We looked unreasonable. No, it's more like you revealed to everybody how unreasonable you are. Yeah, we've been seeing this over the past few years, haven't we? Where they keep polling the public as to how much they support Transformers, and the numbers have been plummeting, especially recently. Yeah, they're right to be concerned. Who would have guessed that being an abrasive piece of shit, getting in people's faces, intentionally pissing people off, might lead people to dislike you? You don't say. Maybe if you actually just minded your own business and requested to just be left alone, you'd still have a lot more support. Transformer advocates are pushing back on activists who resort to unreasonable tactics, with some admitting they cannot vilify critics as support among Americans for their biggest issues plunges. Yeah, now they start disavowing their bad actors. Yeah, previously they didn't care because they didn't need to. Now that they see that, oh, well, people only see the most abrasive among us because that's all that ever makes the news. And they view all of us that way. Maybe we should start reining them in. Yeah, this is, you're right. This is the beginning of the great walk back. Yeah, now in a few years it'll be, oh yeah, we always agreed with you. We were always on your side. Nope. You don't get to do that anymore. Unlike all the times in the past, you were very open with your hostility under your real name all over the internet. You can't just scrub this and pretend nothing ever happened. Oh, hell no. Transformer rights came in dead last in a Gallup poll that asked current year voters to rank the 22 issues that factored into their ballot decision, with 36% of survey respondents rating them not important. Yeah, that's still a problem. That should be 100%. Just like women's sports, nobody fucking cares about women's sports other than the women that play them and the 3 fans they have. You shouldn't be surprised when no one else cares. Look, none of you care about all the censorship happening in my hobbies, do you? Why do you expect me to care about anything happening in yours? I don't. The feeling's mutual. Drilling down into polling on specific issues such as transformer bathroom policy, athletes competing in female sports, and laws allowing gender questioning youth to procure medical sex change treatment, reveals support from many Americans is waning. Spoiler alert, support was never really there. It's just if people openly opposed it, they got canceled, and now the pendulum is swinging. Now, some alphabet soup activists recently told the New York Lies they believe the worrying dip in support is attributed to the zealotry of the movement, which emphasizes shame and forced compliance while discouraging any critical debate. Oh, you mean exactly what we've been telling you for years? Well, I'm glad now that it's too late, you're finally starting to listen. Oh, you're going to course correct half an hour after hitting the iceberg. Congratulations. I was going to say better late than never, but in this case, it would have made no difference whatsoever. You've already doomed yourselves. We have to make it okay for someone to change their minds. Rodrigo Hangletinen, Executive Director of Advocates for Transformer Equality, told the outlet, we cannot vilify them for not being on our side. No one wants to join that team. And you're just now figuring that out, huh? Well, too little, too late. Enjoy losing. Advocates cited tactics such as stripping the distinctions of male and female from abortion and childbirth topics, being fanatical about pronoun use, and likening even unintentional misidentification of a transformer to an act of violence has not helped grow their coalition of allies. Yeah, if anything, it's turned even your own side against you. Like J.K. Rowling, for instance. She's as far left as they come. But she's now their public enemy number one just because of disagreements on the Transformer issues. That no one wants to feel stupid or condescended to. You think? Man, if only reasonable people were in charge of the movement from the beginning. Yet now, after years of this, most people view this entire group extremely negatively. And that perception is not going to change. Yeah, at this point, we know that you're just going to pretend to ease up because you see your support is slipping. We know how you really are, though. We've seen you with the mask off already. You can't just put it back on and pretend we didn't see anything. Rethinking how the issue is advocated has also become part of the Democrats' ideological reckoning following the decisive loss in this year's election. Orange Man seized on Vice President Come Swallow Our Heels Up, Pull My Harris's past support of taxpayer-funded sex change operations for prisoners, and turned her pushing of alphabet soup issues into one of the most effective campaign ad slogans of the election. Yeah, I remember this. Kamala is for they, them. I am for you. Oh man, that was peak right there. Months before this ad came out, like I was telling you guys, I've been seeing people use they, them as an insult, not just online, but in real life. Whenever someone is, whenever we're referring to someone who's obviously a far left lunatic, we always refer to them as they, thems as an insult. And then Orange Man took that and put it in a fucking campaign ad. Like, yep, there's no recovering from this. Even a small group of Democrat members of Congress have started testing the waters in defiance of the Transformer lobby. Here we are calling Republicans weird, and we're the party that makes people put pronouns in their email signature. Yeah, you claim that you're smart. You guys don't even know what a woman is. And oh, my favorite, when it comes to Transformers, how can you expect us to accept you when you clearly can't even accept yourself? I've never once had a good answer to that question. You can't even accept yourself. You have no right to demand we accept you. Yeah, not to mention they don't accept us either, but I mean, that's been obvious. His office was protested by Transformer activists after he suggested Transformer athletes competing against biological females could have an advantage or even injure other competitors, which has happened and continues to happen. Let's go back to that list of things no one cares about. Among them is women's sports. So no one cares. Look, we've been getting told for how long now that us men need to butt out of women's issues. Fine. We're butting out. This is your problem. You figure it out. Tufts University's science department chair purportedly claimed the school would be cut off internships with Moulton's office over his concerns, but the Boston institution quickly clarified that was not the case. So they said some stupid shit. They got blowback, and then, we were just pretending to be regarded guys. Mara Kiesling, founder of the National Center for Transformer Equality, pointed the finger at activists for devoting so much energy to debate losing issues. Among them, she told the lies was the demonization of Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling for her stance against the encroachment of biological males into female spaces, and pretending that any objections to Transformer women's in sports are invalid and rooted in discrimination. Yeah, that's what cost them a lot of their support on the far left. So, like I just said, J.K. Rowling is an extreme far leftist, and yet the left treats her worse than they treat the right because she broke rank with them on the Transformer issue. Like, that is the one thing that J.K. Rowling broke rank with the far left on, and now she's literally the devil. And I think there's other far leftists that are finally realizing that this is a problem. Like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be eating each other like this. Maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe we should focus on eating the other side first before we start turning on each other. The issue of sports in particular, Casey noted, was an instance where Americans moved away from sympathizing with Transformers. We looked unreasonable because you are. We should be talking about the 7-year-old who just wants to play soccer with her friends. Oh, right. You need to make it all about going after the kids. That's going to get you all the support. Yeah, we need to go after the kids more. No, as someone who used to be a 7-year-old, and as someone who has friends and family with little children, at that age, boys and girls still do play together. I really don't. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where a 7-year-old girl couldn't play sports with 7-year-old boys. At that age, they're already like, I mean, there are a few gender segregated leagues and whatnot, but in general, like they all pretty much play together at that age. Like that's before puberty hit, when their physical capabilities are still pretty similar. Yeah, at the age of 7, they're already playing with their friends. Why would you want to go after the 7-year-olds? Don't answer that. We know the answer. Yeah, you'll get in trouble for pointing that out.